February 2016 State of the Channel Address. Thank you. So, for those of you who don't know, we've got this guy playing the original Metroid starting up soon. Or possibly already started by the time this comes out.
Tomorrow, I think. No, it'll be, when this one comes out, it'll be a couple days before.
Okay, cool. So, funny story. See, I really wanted us to capture his introduction to the Metroid series because it's a series he had never played before. And I really wanted to get, the reactions, the everything, right? We came across some problems. For starters, I forgot that the original Metroid game is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Just a little. Because of certain things that are no longer a part of the series because they kind of got fixed. I think is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, so when we recorded the start of our playthrough of the original Metroid, and I say our because I did take over from time to time, mostly to grind health.
Yeah, give me a break. Yeah,
give him a break because he was basically at the point of pulling his hair out and being like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? We were probably at it for the better part of 5 or 6 hours. We recorded like 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah. But
there was a lot of stuff we didn't record.
Just mostly like grinding for health. In that game, you have to stand by a pipe where the thing comes out, you shoot it, get like 5 health, maybe if it decides to give you health, kill it again and again and again.
And you're trying to fill hundreds of units of health, energy, health, whatever. It takes a long time, basically, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, you can be there for hours trying to fill 5 full tanks, 500 health. So
the other problems we encountered, we started off emulating because, we could have played it on the Retron 3, or we could have played it on the NES, or we could have, played it on whatever. Anyway, we emulated because we figured it would give us the best, picture quality, right?
Yeah, my Retron 3 obviously would be like a composite out with the yellow video, and that's not going to be 480.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we started off emulating. The controller wasn't working as well as we wanted. The frame rate wasn't going as good as we wanted. Basically, anytime you got hit, and that happens a lot if you, say, fall into one of the acid traps in Brinstar or whatever, you start flashing. And if you have proper frame rate, you'll see, every frame you'll flash in and out, right? On that, however, it skips frames, so you really can't tell where you are for a lot of it. We went in, we tweaked some settings, and we, got it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But then, of course, it changed the look of the video entirely. And then eventually we decided that just wasn't any goddamn good anyways, because we still couldn't fucking see what the hell we were doing. So we switched to, he bought it on the Wii U Virtual Console. And we're like, alright, let's fucking do this. The only problem is, playing it on the Wii U Virtual Console, while it gave us the frame rate we wanted, it looked dark, muddy, and ultimately pretty shitty, as though we were actually trying to play it on an original Nintendo.
Yeah.
And trying to fucking upscale it.
In fact, I'm kind of convinced an original Nintendo might look better, too.
It's possible. It was not great. I'm just gonna say, it was not great. So, as you may recall from the last time we did a podcast, he got a Retron 5. The thing has HDMI out. We went over it in the last one, but anyway.
It's great.
So we were going to start using that for the capture once we edited what we had, condensed it into something we could actually force people to watch, and all that. When it came time for editing,
the audio was gone.
The first fucking hour of audio was gone. Weird. Now, if it was like the second hour, where most of what we did was grinding, or even the third or fourth hour, wouldn't have been that bad. Might have missed out on the audio from the fight with Kraid, whatever. One of the fights with Kraid, you did attack him a few times.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, the first fucking hour, our introduction, our start, our everything, his first impressions of the fucking game, all gone.
So I listened to some of the second hour, and there was you, like, I got some alcohol in me. I was like, we missed out on so much.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking, I was drinking like that entire day. Like, I started drinking at like fucking 2 in the afternoon because I was pissed off. I don't know why I was pissed off. I was just having a really fucking salty day.
Yeah.
And, you know, playing Mario Maker fucking maze levels wasn't helping.
That's right. That
But
was right.
that's how we started, and I'm like, I just don't care. So I started drinking. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't fucking care. I was like, I need alcohol if I'm gonna fucking function at this. But it all worked out. Anyway, long story short, we had a conversation about how we were going to proceed, if we were going to try and, you know, record new audio or just start the whole thing over again or what, right? Ultimately, we decided we'd miss our projected date for releasing the start of the series
by a week. It's not
by-
so bad,
by a
especially
week.
for losing 5 hours.
Exactly.
So,
And just start the fucking thing over again. Use the Retron the whole time, you know. Play it
Worked
with
like a charm.
Play it with a Super Nintendo controller because fuck yeah, Super Nintendo controllers.
Although you'll find me struggling a little bit with the controls.
We've since
Don't mind me.
We've since swapped controllers also because they weren't responding as quickly as he'd like. It felt kind
Yeah.
of mushy pressing the buttons. But we've got like how many between the two of us? We've got like a shit ton. Of
Oh
games.
yeah, you have a bunch. I actually don't have that many. I think I might have 2 or 3.
Okay, well I've got 1 or 2 or maybe even I don't even fucking remember how many Super Nintendo controllers I got. Anyway, a bunch. That's the important part. So we started again. We recorded. What'd you say? Like an hour and 20 minutes?
Yep, that's pretty much exactly what it was.
Yeah. So we recorded about an hour and 20 minutes. Not even all of that was us playing. Some of that was us tracking down a map. Some of that was us, you know, getting a drink or whatever, right? And we got back to where we were when we recorded for like 6 hours.
Yeah. Things were smoother.
Things were a
And-
lot smoother. I did notice though our dialogue was lacking a little.
Yeah.
We didn't do a whole lot of talking about shit. Mostly because, I mean, with this first game, because it is the first of the series and because it is kind of a bullshit game, we're just trying to get through it,
Yeah.
right? We really want to get to the next game, but we want to finish this one first.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm going to try to be a little more entertaining throughout it because mostly what I'm doing is navigating at this point.
Yeah.
And calling enemies ridiculous things like Grinch penis. Probably make a good drinking game out of it. Count the number of times I say Grinch penis and just take a fucking swig.
Yeah. No. Count the sexual innuendos.
Oh god. If someone were to try to do that with my life.
They wouldn't have one. They'd be dead.
Oh yeah. Alcohol poisoning within the first couple hours at least.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, Metroid's coming. We had to re-record the whole thing, but he's gotten much better at the game. Having a lot less trouble with the control style. Everything's going a lot smoother.
The fucking jumping though.
That floaty ass fucking jumping. Yeah, no, there were a lot of things that are bullshit about that game that get fixed in the next one.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we still need to get an actual physical copy of the next one.
Yeah. We have all of them except for Metroid 2.
Yeah, we have a copy of every Metroid game that exists, with the exception of Hunters and Pinball, I believe, for the DS.
Yeah.
Hunters, I mean, does expand on some of the story. Pinball is just fucking pinball.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we don't have those, but we've got, you know, Prime 1, 2, 3, and Trilogy that combines all of them, and we'll probably be playing Trilogy when we get there.
Yeah.
Just because that way you'll have one control style to figure out instead of 2.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, Metroid. That was an ordeal, but it's coming. And it's hopefully going to be pretty fucking great. It looks great because, like I said, we're doing it on the Retron and we're outputting to HD, so it looks fucking crisp, clean, and nice. I did a nice little side banner thing that we have playing alongside the video, which you can take a look at the side banner itself on the Facebook page. I did post a picture of it. It's not the best quality because for some reason when you post, I made it in Paint. Cause,
You made it in Paint?
dude, I made it in fucking Paint. Check this out. I have used Paint since like the early days of me ever having a computer. I always use it for stuff.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like stuff that has to be pixel perfect, always use Paint. So, exporting it from, basically saving it on Paint, you're saving it as like a 24-bit bitmap, right? Trying to post those on Facebook, apparently they just don't retain their quality and they look kind of shrunken down and bullshit. I might eventually just take the whole thing, copy it over into Photoshop, save it as a nice, like, high-quality JPEG, and then re-upload it. But either way, it's on there if you want to go take a look at it. It's pretty funny. We've got a Chozo statue holding the feather logo that we have, and we've got, he's pointing at Samus like, holy shit, it's Samus, and I'm staring at a Metroid with a worried look on my face like, oh fuck, it's a Metroid. It's good fun. We had a good time with it. I might make one because Metroid 2 is going to be, standard definition size too, so I might do another one using Metroid 2 assets to do for that one. Which will be great because I'll have to like grayscale, and by grayscale I mean slightly green scale. The two of us for that.
Yeah.
Maybe make Game Boy version sprites for us or something. Whatever. So yeah, that'll be kind of cool once we get there. We're probably gonna just eBay or Amazon or something if we can find a decent price on a copy of Metroid 2.
Yeah.
And once we actually have money, we don't really.
Yeah, because that would be so much better than emulating now since we got the rich one.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Well, that's why I would totally be down with getting a physical copy of it. That's why I have my copies of Zero Mission and Fusion. Well, my brother's copy of Zero Mission, but I have it.
Yeah.
Zero Mission and Fusion, so that when we get to those, we can play them on there as well.
Right.
Because we actually have the cartridges.
Yeah.
The other thing, now that we get past Metroid, which, like I said, the thing you're supposed to take away from this, Metroid, it's coming, it looks great.
In fact, it's already here because this is like Thursday.
Oh, yeah, good point. So yeah, it started. Yay! The other thing is, I had something donated to me, and it's something that we were talking about doing potentially. We'll have to check the lighting because I want to see how it would look on this table without using those lights, because we're not using them for this right now. I think we might still be okay, and to try and put a camera on a boom somehow.
Yeah. We need a specifically like camera boom stand. Like you can't just
Yeah, I know.
fashion that.
I could think of something anyways. Regardless, I had something donated to us. It's a bunch of old Magic cards. I used to play Magic the Gathering when I was younger and still full of hope.
I played Duels of the Planeswalkers 2010 for like 3 games and was like, this is weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, the online ones and the fucking video game ones make more sense once you've actually like played the game.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we're going to at some point, possibly even this evening, I might break the cards out and we can start trying to build decks, because one of the things I want to do, and we did mention it before, was like tabletop gameplay. And I'm interested to see how that would work out with a card game like Magic. So one of the things that we're going to do, as I said, I've had a bunch of old Magic cards donated to me. We're going to build some decks. We're going to try them out. We're going to play them hopefully on the channel. We won't be playing Standard because, for one, if anybody's watching the video, years later, it's not going to be Standard anymore. Standard is basically, I think it's the most recent block, or if you're only partway through the block, that block and the old block.
Okay, right. Whatever that means.
Basically, 3 sets make up a block, unless it's 2 sets now. I don't fucking know. I haven't played Magic in ages. So basically, only like certain numbers, only certain sets are allowed, basically.
Yeah.
Right? As opposed to just pulling cards from everywhere across you. It's a fucking, you collect the fucking cards.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna have cards that aren't legal in Standard after, a few fucking months.
Yeah.
Right? So, fuck it. I've always hated Standard. I like doing drafts, because then everybody's kind of got a level playing field, because everybody just gets their fucking boosters, or sealed deck tournaments or whatever, right? Yeah. Because everybody's just kind of got that level playing field. They haven't built their own deck out of their own cards, right? Draft. Yeah. But anyway, so we're just gonna build decks. They're not gonna be based around specific sets. They're not gonna be a specific game type. We're basically just gonna be pulling from everywhere we can fucking find cards, right? we're gonna be using shit from as far back as like, mid to late 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Brad had some old cards. It's pretty great. He's actually got some cards from back when I played, so that's nice. They're things that I know.
Yeah.
But, whatever we build, you guys will probably see. It'll be pretty fantastic. So, look forward to that. Probably not, super soon, but once we kind of get our shit figured out and work out how we're going to shoot that and edit it.
Yeah.
And work out how the lighting
Yeah,
is.
there's a bunch of stuff like that I want to do. Like, I wouldn't mind just doing, like, Cards Against Humanity, because it'd just be, like, fun and
Well,
fun.
yeah, exactly.
And I want to try to get, like, find some good D&D players. I'd like to
do, like, a video session.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that.
Yeah. That'd be good.
You have to get the whiteboard set up, all the dice, everything else, have everybody fucking character sheets ready, and awesome.
Yeah.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that concludes our state of the channel address for this month.
Check out the check out the YouTube channel.
Yeah, check out the gameplay channel. Yeah.
Check out the Facebook. I'm gonna put a poll on the Facebook, and you can add to it. I want to know what you guys want to see. We don't have a ton of viewers, but we want to know what our viewers do want to see, and you can add the things that you want to see to it. If you have any thoughts, that sort of thing.
Oh, final announcement of the state of the channel address for February. We have one more Patreon subscriber. Thanks, Vince.
Thanks, Vince.
Vince is great. He's always seemingly willing to throw money at any of my random schemes. So, and by any of my random schemes, I mean basically my last two, us doing this and me getting a PS4.
Yeah.
That was a pretty random scheme that he threw money at. So yes, thanks, Vince. We honestly, I'm not gonna say we couldn't do it without you, but I mean, you keep our spirits up, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And now we don't have to keep thanking Zach for stuff because, now we have more than just Zach to thank.
Thanks, Vince.
Thanks, Vince.
And we're sorry about Zach.
And we're sorry about Zach.